Taking your hands to your knees, closing the eyes. Let's take a deep breath into the belly and feel your belly expand. And as you exhale, draw the sides of your belly, the belly button, in towards the center. And again, inhaling into the belly. And as you're doing this, you're letting the belly expand, front, sides, and back. And exhale, draw it in, and think about pulling the sides of your body in towards your belly. And again, inhaling into the belly. Exhale and squeeze in. And as we do this belly breathing, start slowing your breath. And with that exhalation, really start to engage the lower belly. Set the intention of your time here. What do you want to get out of your time today on your mat? Keep a gentle smile. Let's inhale to the belly and then carry the breath up into the chest, into the ribs. And exhale from the chest and the ribs down to the belly. Remember, we're squeezing the lower belly in. Again, inhale into the belly and expand. Exhale all the way from the chest down to the belly. Next inhale, reach the arms up. And as we exhale, take the right hand down beside you and reach the left arm over. Inhale, come back up, both arms to the ceiling. And exhale, the left hand down and the right arm reaches over. Inhale, coming back up. Now we twist, left hand to the right knee, gaze over your right shoulder. Keep your crown tall. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, right hand to the left knee and twist to the left. Inhale, coming back up to center. Interlace the fingers and exhale, round the back. Reach the knuckles away from you. Tuck your tailbone and chin. Inhale to come back up. Let's flip the palms to the ceiling. Lift the chin. Exhale and round. Inhale and up, lift. Exhale and round, reach. Last one, inhale and lift. As we exhale, release the hands down and extend your legs long with the inhale. Now from here, take your hands to interlace just the way we had them and take your feet as wide as your mat. Legs are straight, toes are pointing up. With the inhale, reach forward. Exhale, go back as far back as you can. Inhale, reach forward, toes are pointing up. And exhale, pull back, toes are still pointing up. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back and squeeze. Keep going, inhale. Notice what's going on with your arms. Try to have them in line with your shoulders, so you're not letting the hands hang towards the floor. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Inhale, lengthen the spine, take your hands down and swing the feet to one side. We're moving to table pose. Hands come under the shoulders, knees under the hips. With an inhale, bring your right leg up and lift your chin. Exhale, forehead to knee and round the back. Inhale, bring it up, tall through the crown. Exhale, bring it in, small through the belly. Inhale up, squeezing the glute. Exhale in, squeezing the core. Inhale up. exhale in. Now hold the knee in, tuck your left toes, and one leg dog as we inhale the right leg to the ceiling. Exhale, lower both knees down to table. Left leg up, inhale, chin up. Exhale, forehead to knee, round. Inhale up, squeeze the back of the leg. Exhale, round, really round through the chest. Keep going, inhale up. Exhale in. Inhale up. Exhale in, hold, tuck your right toes and inhale, left leg up to a one leg dog. Exhale, lower the left foot next to the right, hold your downward dog. Step your feet as wide as your mat and rock the hips side to side. Keep pressing your armpits back. We're trying to get into the backs of the knees, the hamstrings. Notice if you're hunching your shoulders. Holding to neutral, come down to the knees, tops of the feet on your mat. Come to sit. Doing a breathing exercise here. Inhale to, I'll guide you first. Inhale, reaching the arms up, and the exhale is a powerful exhale through the nose, the elbows pull down, and you tuck the thumbs into the fingers. Let's do it together. In and out through the nose. Inhale, exhale. Keep going. 5, 2, last one. Inhale, 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 and hold the breath. Lift the chin. Bring your first finger and thumb to touch. Soften your shoulder blades down your back. Keep holding the breath in. Gaze at your third eye. Eyes are closed. Gentle smile. Exhale slowly, taking the hands to the thighs, closing the eyes, and control your breath in. Control your breath out. Begin your Ujjayi breathing, constricting the back of the throat. As you're inhaling, feel expansive through your chest, through your back, through all the way to the crown. Maintaining that Ujjayi breath as we move through the practice to your own comfort. Come forward to table, moving into downward dog. Inhaling up onto the toes. Exhale, walk your feet to the front of the mat, toes underneath the hips. Inhale to come up halfway and lengthen your spine. Pull your shoulder blades back, the knees are gently bent. Exhale to fold. Again, inhale coming up halfway, collarbones parallel to the floor. Exhale and fold. Again, inhale up halfway. And with the exhale all the way up to stand. Take a deep breath in, arching the back. Exhale, bend and fold down. The knees can be bent a little or a lot. Inhale, the right foot goes back. Holding your lunge here, left knee over the hip, over the ankle, and arms up, crescent. Inhale. Squeeze that right glute, bend the left knee a little deeper. Take a deep inhale, straightening the right leg. If you need to, you can keep it bent. Exhale to warrior two. Finding your warrior two with your knee over the ankle on that left side. The right toes are pointing to the right, or the wall, to the right. And then bend a little more, tailbone tucks down, and find where your shoulders are. Notice if you're reaching forward, get your shoulders right over your hips. Both glutes are active, both feet are equally strong. Deep inhale, tall through the crown. Exhale, the right hand down the right thigh, and take the left arm over towards the back of your mat. Bend that left knee a little more. Point your tailbone down a little more. Straighten the right knee for more power and stability. One more inhale. As we exhale, left elbow comes to the left thigh and the right arm reaches overhead. We're trying to get that right arm in line with the right leg. Now check with the left shoulder. Sometimes we tend to sink down, so push out. Left palm faces the ceiling and the right arm straight, palm facing down. Deep breath in. Straighten your right leg more. Squeeze the glutes. Exhale, both hands to the front of your mat. Right toes turn forward and step your left foot to plank. Inhale, hold your plank. Exhale, just touch the knees down. Inhale, lift the knees. Exhale, tap them down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap down, stay down, untuck your toes. Inhale, arch your back, so tailbone and chin lift. Exhale, bend the elbows and touch your chest down in between your thumbs. Lengthen your chest as you drop the hips, moving into cobra. Now as you're here, push the tops of your feet down, spread your toes, and now let's just lift the hands 1 inch off of the mat. Keep pulling your shoulder blades down. Think about drawing them right towards your sacrum. Take a deep inhale. The gaze is towards the floor, a foot in front of your mat. Exhale, hands down. Tuck the toes. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe long into the length of your spine. For your exhale, think about lowering your shoulder blades towards your hips. Inhale, lift onto your toes. Exhale, walk your feet to your hands. Toes are pointing forward. Inhale to come up halfway. So we do this to get the upper back, the mid back strong. Exhale, fold. Gentle or deeper bend in your knees. Inhaling up halfway, shoulder blades back. Exhale, fold. Again, inhale up halfway, squeeze the backs of the legs, and exhale, come all the way up to stand. Arch your back. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Squeeze your belly. Hands touch down. Left foot steps back. High lunge. Crescent as we inhale, arms up. And adjust the tailbone, pointing it down. Left hip pulling forward. The right knee bent as much as you need to. Squeeze that left glute. Pull your shoulder blades down. Inhaling. Warrior 2 with the exhale. So when you come into that warrior 2, find your alignment. Right knee over ankle. Check your pelvis square to the floor. Then check your shoulders square with the pelvis. The right knee over the ankle and the leg is straight and strong on that left side. Take your left hand down and take your right arm up. Keep reaching the right hand to the back of your mat. Right knee to the front of your mat. Tailbone pointing down equally between both feet. Deep breath in. Exhale the right elbow to the right knee and the left arm overhead. Tendency here is to sink into that left shoulder, so keep pushing out of the elbow. Equalize the weight through your feet, and that left leg is straight and strong with the left arm. One more inhale, shoulder blades down. Exhale, both hands to the front of your mat. Left toes turn forward, right foot goes back. Inhale, holding your plank. Exhale, touch the knees down. Lift your chin and tailbone. Inhale, untucking the toes. Exhale, lower chest in between the thumbs. Drop the hips, lift the chest, coming into a high cobra. Tailbone pointing towards your heels. If you need to, you can free the low back a little bit by widening your feet. Shoulder blades pull down, chest pulls forward. Don't force this. The knees, elbows can be bent if you need. One more inhale. Exhale, slight tuck of the chin, tuck the toes, press right up to plank. Core is strong. As we inhale, roll to the outer edge of your left foot, taking your right foot in front of your left thigh, and the right arm reaches up to the ceiling. Notice that left shoulder, push yourself out of it. Right foot is there to help. Now check in with that left leg. The knee is straight and really push to the outer edge of your left foot. One more breath in. Exhale the hand down. The right foot slides back. Inhale, roll to the outer edge of your right foot. The left foot steps in front of the right thigh and the left arm reaches up. Strong right leg. Don't let your right hip dip. Straighten the right knee and really push the outer edge of the foot down. That left foot is there to help you. Use it. Deep breath in. Spread the fingers of your right hand. Exhale, left hand down. Stepping your left foot back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, sink back to downward dog. Take a deep breath in, stepping your feet as wide as your mat. And as we exhale, just walk your hands about 6 inches closer to your feet. Take your right hand to touch your left ankle. Look underneath your left armpit. Breathe into the right shoulder. Keep pressing your hips back. Next inhale, right hand goes down next to the left. And exhale the left hand for the right ankle and twist, gazing underneath your right arm. Breathe through the left shoulder blade. Keep pressing your armpits back. Notice if your hips tilted to one side, keep them square. Inhale, coming back through center. Exhale, walk your feet together and in towards the center of your mat. As we inhale, gentle bend in the knees, coming up halfway, tall through your spine, long through your spine. Exhale, come to stand, hands come to your heart center. Now as we're here, step your feet just a little bit wider. Toes are pointing forward and the thighs are engaged slightly. Arms come out to a T. I'll demonstrate quickly. We twist to the right and we tap the center of the chest with the left hand. Then we come back to center and twist to the left, tapping the center of the chest with the right hand. In and out through the nose, and it's a strong exhalation and a strong inhalation. Feet are grounded. Inhale, arms wide. Starting to the right, exhale. You want to make a sound with the chest and the hand. Make sure it's a full inhale and exhale. You can go faster or slower. Just make sure that the inhale is full. Last 6, 5. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Hold the hands up. First finger and thumb touch. Slight lift of the chin. Eyes closed. Hold your breath in. No tension on the face. No tension on the shoulders. Keep holding for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, hands down, feet together, finding your Tadasana. Ujjayi breath. Control your reaction. Next inhale, take your hands to your heart, stepping to the front of the mat. Exhale here, grounding into the feet equally. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhaling up halfway. Exhale, fold, step your left foot back. Inhale. As we exhale, take your right arm out and up to the ceiling. Drop your left hip further down and keep pointing your right knee towards the front of your mat. Squeeze through your right glute. Squeeze through your left glute. Keep twisting, trying to get the right hand higher towards the ceiling. One more breath in. Exhale the right hand down and take your right foot to the right edge of your mat. Drop your left knee. Hands are inside the right foot, or you can take your elbows down. We're going to stay here just for a few breaths, so make sure that it's something comfortable enough that you can hold. And if it's too much on both elbows, you can just drop the left elbow or both hands instead of elbows. Slow breath in. Slow breath out. If you're on your elbows, come back up to the hands. Tuck your left toes under. Inhale, lift the left knee. Hands walk outside of the right foot and step your left foot forward to meet the right. The knees stay bent. Arms up, chair pose. Hands can be by your ears, or you can have your hands to your chest. Shoulder blades are back. Tailbone is pointing diagonally down, and try to get your thighs a little closer in line with the floor. Keep squeezing the knees together. That's going to give you more power. Shoulder blades are back. You choose what you do with your hands. We've just got one more breath in. Exhale, straight legs and fold. Inhale, coming up halfway, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold, stepping the right foot back. Hold here in a lunge. Right glute engaged, left arm out and up. As you do so, the right hip is pulling forward. Squeeze both shoulder blades together and try to touch the ceiling with your left fingertips. The left knee pointing to the front wall, and keep sinking low into the hips. Straighten the right leg a little more if you can and pull your right shoulder blade back. One more inhale. Exhale the hand down, walking the left foot out to the left and dropping the right knee. Untuck the right toes and then you choose elbows or hands or one of each. Come down. And slow your breath. Softening into that left thigh, that right hip flexor. Just one more breath in. Ground into your left foot, tuck your right toes and exhale the right foot outside of the right hand. So now we're in a wide stance, the feet on the edges of your mat. Turn your toes slightly out. Inhale. And exhale, bend your knees wide. Hands come to your heart, shoulder blades pull back. Inhale. Exhale and straighten the legs. Point your tailbone to your heels. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straight. Tailbone points to the heels. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straight. When you're coming down, notice if your knees wobble inward. Try to keep them in line with your toes. Exhale, up and squeeze. Inhale, down. Good job. Exhale, up. One more. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. Walking your feet in, taking your hands to the hips. Toes point directly forward or as close to forward as comfortable for you. Now as we inhale, left toes are going to stay where they are. Right toes slide back. Hands stay on the hips. Bring a gentle bend to your left knee. Keep your left glute engaged. Draw your low belly in so you're protecting your low back. And when you're ready, start to hinge at your left hip. Your right toes can stay on your mat or engage the right glute and lift the right toes. We have the hands on the hips so that we can guide the hips to stay square to the front of the mat. If you want to go further forward, just keep hinging at the left hip and the right leg will lift as the chest lowers. And then when you're ready, your hands can come by your side or keep them on your hips if you prefer. Right knee can straighten a little bit more, but keep a gentle bend in your left knee. Collarbones are wide, deep breath in, straight, strong arms. Exhale to stand, hands come to your heart, right foot next to left. Slow breath in, slow breath out. Notice if you're holding any tension residually in that left leg, let it go. Grounding into the right foot, hands come to the hips. Step your left toes back, the left leg is straight. Gentle bend of your right knee, and already start here by squeezing the glutes, activating the core, and then hinging slightly at the right hip. If you want, the left leg lifts and you continue folding to whatever feels good to you. And now I say feels good, but you want to have a little bit of a challenge too, but not so much of a challenge that you can't breathe. Pull your shoulder blades back, square your pelvis to the floor, and then arms by your side or keep them at your hips. Shoulder blades down. Rotate the palms outward so you can flatten your shoulder blades on your back. Keep reaching out of the fingertips. Take one more breath in. Exhale, come to stand. Hands to heart, left foot next to right. Deep inhale, control your breath. Exhale, equalizing the weight through the feet. Inhale, control breath. Exhale, squeeze through the core. Inhale, take your hands to your hips. This breathing technique I'll show you quickly. As we inhale, the arms are going to be up, bending at the knees. And as we exhale, we come up. Just as we did, we pull the elbows down and straighten the legs. So in and out through the nose. Toes pointing forward. As we inhale, sit down, arms up. And exhale, begin. Keep going. Five. Last one. Hold the legs straight. Inhale, the arms up. Keep holding the breath in. First finger and thumb touch. Chin slightly up. Keep holding, no tension on the face. Exhale, release. Hands by your side, Ujjayi breath. Control your reaction. Override that stress response to breathe quick and short. Feel the expansion of every breath through your ribs, all the way to the crown. Smile, bring your hands to your heart. Stepping to the front of the mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step it back to plank. Exhale, just the left knee comes down. Bring your right leg up so it's in line with your shoulder. And take your left arm forward. Strong left arm, strong right leg, and create a bridge between the two through your spine. The head in line with the rest of the spine. Strong through that right leg, strong through that left arm. Push yourself out of your right shoulder. Take one more big breath in. Exhale the left hand down. Tuck your left toes and move to a one-leg dog, the right leg to the ceiling. Moving to pigeon with the right knee to the wrist, the toes towards the left edge of your mat, sliding your left leg long back, top of the left foot on your mat, and walk your hands forward. You can go as far down as comfortable to you. Remember, it's a comfortable discomfort. We're trying to get just past what we're used to. And think about drawing your left hip forward and internally rotating the thigh. The top of the left foot is on your mat. Spread the toes and push all toenails to the mat. Left hip gently pulling forward. Breath is moving easily through the back, through the chest. Exhaling out of that right hip. You should not be feeling this in the knee at all. If that's the case, just come up a little bit more and you can take your right foot closer to you rather than towards the front of your mat. Just a couple more breaths. Now with your next inhale, if you're not on your elbows, come onto the elbows. Tuck your left toes under, lift your left knee, press into your elbows, and drag your right knee back. So now we're in plank on the elbows. If you need to, the knees can come down, or you can do a couple breaths with the knees up and the knees down and alternate. The elbows and forearms are helping to hold you up. Shoulder blades engaged, pull them down. Tailbone points to your heels, lengthen through your low back. One more breath in. Exhale, the knees down, hands under the shoulders, downward dog. Press it up and back. Controlled breath in and out. Next inhale, coming forward to plank. Exhale, the right knee down and get the left leg up in line with the spine. And when you're ready, right arm forward. Back of the neck is long. The crown of the head is reaching for the wall in front of you. The left toes turn down, the left glute strong. Pull both shoulder blades back. Take one more breath in, squeeze the left glute. Exhale, hand down, right toes tuck, moving into a one-leg dog. Deep breath in. Exhale, the left knee to the wrist. We're moving to a pigeon here. You choose how far you go down. If you need your block, use your block. You can have your block on your hands or your elbows, or you can have your block underneath your left side glute. Or if you choose, you can stay on your back doing figure 4. Whichever one you choose, make sure that your breath is controlled and full. Top of the right foot to your mat, spreading the toes and pushing the toenails to the mat. Keep thinking the right hip pulling towards the front of your mat and the left hip pulling towards the back of your mat. Expanding your breath when you inhale through your back. And when you exhale, pull the sides of your body in towards your midline. Take one more breath in. If you're on your hands, come down to your elbows. Exhale, right toes tuck. Lift the right knee and step the left foot back. Plank on elbows. Don't let your belly sag. Point your tailbone to your heels or drop your knees. Shoulder blades pull down and you're pressing out of your elbows and wrists. So your whole forearm is helping to hold you up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower the knees and sit back, child's pose. Breathing into your back, long through the sides, wide through the ribs. Next, inhale, come up to table, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Take your right hand to your right ear and take your right elbow up to the ceiling. Now with the exhale, the right elbow comes to the left elbow. Inhale, come back up, elbow to ceiling. Exhale, tuck it in. Inhale it up. Exhale it in. Inhale it up. Exhale it in. Take your right hand down next to your left, holding a table pose. Left hand to the left ear. Inhale, bring it out and up. Exhale, bring it under. Touch the elbow or go underneath it. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, tuck it in. Inhale, up. Exhale, tuck it in. Last one, inhale it up. Exhale it in. And then come to a neutral table, left hand under the left shoulder. Tuck your toes under and come to sit to the tops of the feet. Taking your hands to your thighs and the chest up. We're trying to open the toes, we're trying to open the bottoms of the feet. If this gets to be too much, you'll notice the further you're leaning forward, the less intensity you're gonna create on the toes. So you choose what works. Hands can stay down on your mat or on your thighs. You choose. And just keep breathing here. Notice if your tendency is to hunch the shoulders or create tension in the face, and be aware. You don't need to hold that. It doesn't make the pose any easier. It actually makes it more intense if you start tensing other areas. Take one more breath in. And exhale, coming forward. Let's untuck the toes and sit to the tops of the feet. If this is too much, you can use your block and sit with the block in between the feet. From here, arms out to a T. Take your right hand behind the head and the left hand behind the back. Press the head gently into the right palm. Let your right elbow reach towards the right, and the back of your left hand is pressing to the back. So we're activating both shoulders. If you want more intensity, walk your hands closer together, but we want to make sure that the spine stays straight. If you have to tuck your chin, then it's defeating the purpose, because we want to get the movement of the shoulder. When you tuck your chin, then you're just rounding your back. So keep your back straight, and wherever the hand lands is where you need to be. Now continue to breathe wide up the right side ribs. with the next inhale. Lift off of your feet, reach the arms up. As we exhale, take the hands down to the hips and tuck the toes under once again. You choose how far you go. Hands can stay on your thighs or hands can go on your mat. You can also use the block to rest your hands on. The further you sit back, the more intensity you'll create. Be aware a lot of times we create our own tension. So keep softening the bottoms of the feet, softening the ankles, and softening your reaction. Long, slow, and controlled breathing. And with your next inhale, come forward, untuck the toes, come to sit to the tops of the feet. Arms out wide, left hand behind the head and right hand behind the back. And then using the length of your neck, pressing the head into the left palm, and as if you're trying to pull your head up, lengthen through the back of the neck. The right back of the hand is pressing to the low back, elbows are wide. Be aware we don't want to arch the back or press the chest forward, so keep everything in a neutral spine and work from there. Take advantage of this shape, allowing more space to come into your left lung. One more big breath in. And exhale, release the hands to the hips. Inhale, lift the hips up. And again, we tuck the toes under. This time we're just gonna stay up with the toes tucked under. Taking your arms out to a T. If this is too much on your knees, fold your mat a few times and make it a little more cushiony. If that's still too much, sit back down to the tops of your feet, or you can sit down with the toes tucked under. Find something that's comfortable enough for you to hold. Arms out wide. Take your left arm under the right and hold your shoulders. Take a deep inhale if you want. Hands can touch, left fingers to right palm. Stay here for the exhale. Notice if you're hunching your shoulders. Breathe into the back of the shoulder blades. Feel your exhale softening through the neck, the shoulders, the back. Inhale, arms out wide. Exhale the left arm over the right. You choose how you hold the hands. They can be on your shoulders or they can be touching. If you find this is too much on your knees, tuck your toes, sit on the backs of the heels, or untuck your toes sitting on the heels. Take a big breath in without expanding or without tensing the shoulders. Exhale and release. If you have your mat rolled, just unroll it. And making our way onto the back. To seated. The legs are gonna be straight, taking your heels to the front edge of your mat, holding the toes or holding your knees, lengthen your spine and inhale. Think about bringing your belly button to the center of your knees as we exhale. So notice here, we're not taking the forehead to the toes. Think about lengthening up and then hinging down. Belly button reaching for the insides of your knees. Shoulder blades are drawn back. Slow breath all the way from your sacrum and up to the crown. No effort in the shoulders. Take one more breath in. One more breath out. See if you can get a little lower. Inhale to come up. Take your hands behind you and exhale, bend your knees, planting your feet. Toes point forward, fingertips point towards your hips. Lift your hips up. Lower the hips down. Inhale it up. Exhale it down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Stay down and release your hands so that we come all the way down onto the back. Taking your palms down by your side and taking your heels closer to your glutes. Spread your toes and lift your hips. Stay here. Take your hands underneath you, interlaced, and roll your shoulders under. Check your feet. Toes are pointing forward, and think about the tailbone pointing towards the insides of your knees. Get long through your lower back and long through the arms. You can press down to the outer edges of your palms or hands if you have them underneath you, or palms pressed down beside you. You choose what works best for you. Big breath into the belly and up into the upper chest. Exhale, unwind. Release the shoulders, roll the spine. One vertebrae at a time, it lowers down. Taking your hands to cross so that they're touching opposite shoulders. Feet are going to stay as they are, or maybe just walk them a little further away from your hips for more comfort. Inhale here. As we exhale, we're taking the upper shoulders off of the mat. Inhale and lower down. Exhale and come up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale up. Now when you're coming up, pull the pelvic floor up and in. Feel that your low back is pressing down to the mat the whole time you're moving. It's a very slow and controlled movement. And not at any time does the back arch through your low back nor through your upper back. Really controlled and slow movement. Thinking about getting your elbows to reach the fronts of your hips. Make sure you're using the movement to its most benefit. When you're coming up, squeeze up and in, pelvic floor. Last two. Last one. Bring your head down. Take your arms by your side. Bring your knees to your chest and then your heels to the ceiling. Spread the toes and circle the ankles clockwise. Really, really slowly. And as you do so, get movement into the toes so that when you point them, you're squeezing the toes, and when you pull the toes towards you, you're widening the toes. Let's hold to neutral and go the opposite direction with the feet, counterclockwise. And notice if you're tensing your jaw or your shoulders. Softening through the upper back, softening through the jaw. And hold to neutral. Taking the left foot down and bring the right knee to the chest. Hands hold the right shin, pull the thigh close, and then straighten the left leg long on the mat. Stay here, left hand onto the front of the left hip and the right knee over your right hip. So take it just further away from you, hand inside the knee, and take the right knee to the right. Left hand presses down the left front hip, right hand presses down the right inner knee. Wide collarbones, long neck. Inhale. Now with the exhale, right hand to the outside of the knee, taking it all the way across the body as we twist. The left hand now outside the right knee, right arm out to the right. Gazing to the ceiling or the right thumb. Soften your hip and think about pulling your right hip to the front of your mat. Wide breath in the right rib cage. Inhale, coming back to center. Both feet down. Bending the knees, planting the feet, adjust your hips so they're square. Left hip or knee into the chest and the right leg long. Pull the knee close, close, close. Then straighten or just bring the knee up above your hip. Left hand to the inner knee, right hand to the right front hip. And bring the left knee out to the left. Using the hands to help. Left hand pressing knee, right hand pressing hip. Shoulder blades are down, collarbones are wide. No tension in that left glute. Taking the left hand outside of the left knee and taking it all the way across the body. Right hand now outside the left knee and the left arm out to a T. You choose your gaze to the ceiling or the left thumb. Take your left hip. It's not going to be a big movement. Direct it to the front edge of your mat. Breathe through the left side ribs. Inhale, coming back through center. Both hands to both knees. Forehead to the knees. Lift the tailbone so you're really rounding small. Tucking the chin. Squeezing everything to midline. Deep breath in. Exhale and release the head down. Let the heels go to the front corners of your mat. Hands alongside the body, moving into Shavasana. If you need to make any adjustments, go ahead and do so, but then make sure that you're comfortable enough to find stillness. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and feel the whole body letting go. And now just finding an easy breath. Nothing controlled here. Notice how you feel on your mat and see if you can continuously let go. Start to bring some movement to the fingers and the toes, turning the head gently side to side. Big smile, bring your legs side by side, reach your toes forward, reach your arms back, get long. And when you're ready, knees coming into the chest, rolling to one side, and making our way up to seated. Find a comfortable position. Take your hands to your heart. Keep that gentle smile. Eyes are closed. Inhaling together. Exhale. Thank you so much for sharing your energy. Namaste.